will now proceed to entangle the entire area.
Oh, fuzzed out guitar, just chugging along. Okay, I'm gonna turn this up.
Cares behind. Come with us and find the pleasures of the journey to the center of the mind. Come along if you
harmonies.
Care. Come along if you dare. Take a ride to the land inside of your mind. Beyond the seas of thought. Beyond the realm of what. Across the streams of hopes and dreams where things are really not. Come along if you care. Come along if you dare. Take a ride to the land inside of your mind. But please realize you'll probably be surprised. For it's a land unknown.
Nice chord change.
So if you can, please understand, you might not come
All panned over here now.
Come along if you can. Come along if you dare. Take a ride to the land inside and you'll see how happy life would be if all of mankind would take the time to journey to the center.
That bassist is going nuts.
The time to journey to the center of the mind. Center of the mind.
That is like my ideal late 1960s song. I mean, they really went for it here. I think they managed to cram a lot into a 3.5 minute song. I don't really know what's not to like about this song. I love the like heavy chugging like guitar riffs, almost like a train, like how it just it's relentless. It just keeps coming. But I don't know, and there are moments too where the fuzz would almost take over within those multiple guitars, and it would like all the instruments would like pan to one side, like at the end, for instance. All the instruments pan to my left headphone, and it kind of faded out like that. And I don't know. I liked really everything about this song, and I'm not gonna say it's like too heavy for the standard of the 1960s, because I know a bit better than that, having listened to bands like the MC5 and the Stooges, and even like Love and things like that. I truly believe there was an underground punk scene, or there was a scene there waiting to happen, and I think some musicians managed to get a hold of that energy, and some of them had to wait a little bit longer before they could harness that. But yeah, man, the Amboy Dukes, like, oh man, one song and they're already up the list like that. Like, wow, but yeah. Wow, I don't know what year this came out. I believe it was I'm gonna guess 1968, I think. Yeah, just another thing I love too is how with the vocals, not only would you get harmonies in the background, but I also love that reverb on the vocals. It gives it this kind of trippier sound. It truly makes you feel like you're on a journey to the center of somebody's mind. Especially, they seem to have taken that into consideration when writing the song. Just like I said, with reverb and things like that, they really went out of their way to make this sound like, I think, psychedelic, or but even so, pretty heavy psychedelic song. So from my knowledge, I believe this band was from Detroit, Michigan, which kind of hosted a lot of musical artists, especially around the 1960s. Like I was saying, the MC5 and the Stooges, and even garage bands like the Underdogs and Unrelated Segments and people like that. Excuse me, but. Yeah, this was just a really great song, and the bassist too, and the bassist and the drummer were holding it down so well, and the bassist, it took me until the end of the song to sort of kind of focus enough to like hear what he was doing, but I really liked what he was doing. He was adding just a little bit of a kick, a little bit more flavor to what was already going on. But to get into the lyrics here, it says, leave your cares behind, come with us and find the pleasures of a journey to the center of the mind. Come along if you care, come along if you dare, take a ride to the land inside of your mind, sorry. Beyond the seas and thought beyond the realm of what? Across the streams of hopes and dreams where things are really not. And then it says, come along if you care, come along if you dare, take a ride to the land inside of your mind. But please realize you'll probably be surprised for the land unknown to man, where fantasy is fact. So if you can, please understand you might not come back. So that's another thing I kind of liked, was he he lets us know of the dangers of venturing too far into our own minds. And this could almost be a sort of, I hate to say it, but like a drug-influenced message, because, people back in the 60s would probably take LSD, and, they'd journey into their mind, which I feel like this could definitely relate to, but this man is basically explaining to us what could go wrong, either if you take too much, or you just get caught up in, whatever's going on. And I don't really know what else to say, but that was a really cool song. So thank you very much for suggesting that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Before I leave, I would like to shout out quickly our album of the day, which, on the subject of Detroit bands, happens to be the MC5, which is exactly why I picked it for today's album. And it is their iconic album, Kick Out the Jams. If you've never heard of this group, and you like punk music, I would highly recommend this. This is, to me, basically the roots of punk music. I think this is a really enjoyable live album. Not necessarily because of the technical proficiency, which there might not be as much of as some other bands, but the amount of charisma and stage presence these guys had is just undeniable. And I don't know, there's just so many like great moments I think captured on this album. It kicks off with Ramblin' Rose, Kick Out the Jams, Come Together, Rocket Producer number 62, or Ramalima Fa Fa Fa. That one's a really killer song. Borderline, Motor City's Burning, I Want You Right Now, and Starship, which gives us almost a bit more of a progressive or psychedelic sound, I guess. But yeah, so Kick Out the Jams. Yeah.